Hi there, Frank here for premium members for the trading day of April 20, 2026, a Monday. Good setups here and good moves. Some behind us, for example, the ES we broke through. We were waiting for a pullback here after the breakout. This is not the location where I would prefer to go long. I would wait for a couple of more days, if you're on the daily chart, that is. And the only of the four index that hasn't hit the pivot yet is the YM. So if you'd like to join in or perhaps manage this back to the previous pivot, then here's the opportunity. Look at this beautiful. So there's a few more points here back to 50 or 50,500 or so. Onto currencies. We're looking quietly for long trades here. For example, on the 6E, let's have a look. Here we go. There's a bull flag, which we forecasted here. Check this out. Also quietly, the Canadian dollar seems to be giving us a long setup here on the daily chart. Back to 175 or so, or 0.75 to be exact. Little pullback. And the MBT, Bitcoin, which we've been following here. Look at this. We hit the Keltner and we talked about a potential pullback, which I think what is building here. Look at the 4-hour red bar here. Okay, so we're expecting to take this back to 85 or so, 80, 85. If you like this type of content, I encourage you to check out our premium membership, especially the annual premium membership, which includes all our services as well as all our software. If you just want to purchase our software, you can do so in the shop as well. In either case, we hope to have you on board soon as we build our community of traders dedicated to trading excellence. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. All right, onto some metals here. And GC, I'm cautiously bullish on GC. I still think that we're going to go back to 54 or so. Look at this, quite well set up. These little candles point to some upward pressure. And let's see what happens. The SI also looks very similar and looks quite bullish to me. Look at these tiny little candles. Suggests that there's a lot of hidden pressure on this market, and probably the pressure is to the upside. All right, the 4-hour charts are quite bullish. Look at the momentum and the bull flags, one after the other. Now, there's some good setups here on PA and PL. Let's see which one looks better for us right now. So let's start with Palladium. Look at this wonderful potential measured move. Going back to 1800 or so, back to the upper Keltner. We talked about this a couple of days ago. Now, a couple of more candles later, you see 3-4 days later, the setup is just as valid as it was. This is what we call a potential measured move at this point. Let's also look at Platinum. Probably this pivot here, the 2400, is the next stop. Hi, also if you like this content, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to our channel. And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, then please share this video. This is how you can help us to bring this content to as many traders as possible. Thank you for your help. We'll see you soon. And until then, mindful trading. Okay, let's move on to some agriculturals. I think corn, soybeans are worth looking at. Let's have a look. Corn here, nice bull flag on the 4-hour chart, and the daily is quite constructive, you see? These bottom tail and the green candles, this large green candle points towards pressure to the upside. So I think this is worth pursuing. And whether we get a algorithmic signal, we'll see. But in this area, 452, that's where I would be ready to go along on this market. Okay, and which was the other one? Soybeans. Yes, remember, we've been following this for about 2 weeks now. That's okay, we have time, but I think this is not showing any signs of trying to break down. So I think the breakout will be to the long side, which means a bullish breakout. I'm watching this area here. Now, there's various ways to do this. You can just go long with the breakout, or you can wait for the first closed bar above the breakout on the daily chart, and the target area would be the 1240. But I think in this case, there's not much distance. So if you're aggressive, like I think I will be, this trade looks good to me on the breakout. It's been going on for almost 2 weeks, so there's probably a lot of pent-up pressure on this market. Okay, so quite a few good-looking opportunities here, quietly creeping up on us, so I think it's worth paying attention tomorrow. Let's get down to business, and we'll be back in the morning. Until then, mindful trading.